What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I'm doing pretty good. I'm sitting down because I don't want to take another trade. And I said, if I get this recap done, hopefully that will make it so I won't take a trade. Actually, it's a lie. I'll do a recap and still take a trade, but I plan on taking a payout during this recap. So once I do that, I will not be able to take a trade in this account because this market is looking so good. And look at that. It just tanked out. It did what I thought it would do, y'all. That's just me looking at the chart. But good day today, y'all. Remember, already over the limit to take a payout, but I don't like giving Profitrade 50% of my money trading in this 50K eco account. So I've just been trying to slowly take trades to get me more and more over the threshold, which eliminates the need to give them 50%. I'll give them 90-10. But I think at this point I want to quit putting on that risk and go ahead and take this money. And I am looking at I'm actually looking at the darn volumetric chart, watching this thing just bleed out. It's only down like 8 points, but if I was in like 10 contracts, that's a good little $200. Oh, and it, oh my God. Let's go on over. Let's look at this chart real quick. You'll be able to see what I'm up on today. We'll come on over here to Profitrade, and you see we are up 367 on the day. I didn't back off. I kept that foot on the pedal a little bit today. This is what I'm seeing. I don't necessarily have to see that this line is coming down right here, but I was watching when this was up here and kind of felt that flush about to happen. One thing today, I did not really trade the usual strategy that y'all used to seeing me drawing lines on the chart. So when I go over to TOS, you aren't going to see any lines. You're not going to see none of that LMD 1, 2, 3 strategy on the charts today. God dog, I'm telling another lie. You will see one. You'll see one that I put on there a few days ago, and I just worked that one. But let's go ahead. Let's look at the dashboard real quick. I already had it set to today. It's not showing one of the trades. I think that may have been one that I took last night, or maybe around 4 o'clock this morning. Nope, it's showing that one. There's the 4 o'clock trade I took this morning on my way to work. But yeah, we're up 333 is what they're showing. Paid 74 in commissions. Profit factor is 100. That means I didn't take no red trades today. There you go. Average loser. 0. Goose egg. Took 62 contracts. I did have someone in the comments ask why I trade MNQs as opposed to NQs if I'm going to just buy 10. It's kind of, and I answered his question, or that person's question, but it's a little bit more to it than how I answered it. I answered it stating that, for one, I don't like to flip-flop charts. So when I mark MNQ charts, I want to trade MNQ. I used to mark MNQ charts and then I would trade NQ. Even though they're somewhat the same, they're slightly different. Mainly because more people are trading MNQ, which makes MNQ a little more liquid than NQ, especially during after hours and pre-market. It's easier to get filled trading MNQ than NQ. even though we're trading in a simulated environment. Also, you don't catch as much slippage with MNQ, again, because it's a little more liquid. The other reason I like it is it allows me to scale into positions sometimes. So I might get in a little early and it might go against me, and I can kind of scale my way in as opposed to just taking one NQ and then I'll be stuck with that position, because I'm not going to add another NQ, because before I know it, I'm in like 5 NQs and it moves 2 points and I didn't blew up the account. Ask me how I know. So I've just found that trading with MNQ, it works because I only have to look at one chart, and it works because it allows me to scale in. It allows me to scale out at times. I'll usually try to keep 1 or 2 on as runners to try to see if I can get an additional couple of more dollars. Most of the time it works against me and I'll end up losing on that runner as opposed to me just getting out of it. So hope that answered that question a little bit better. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the big numbers. Go 2 weeks out. We've been trading this account 8 days. We see balance 35.16, 41.73 in profits. We gave back 657. We've paid over $1,000 in commissions. Definitely probably could have shaved that off trading NQ, but at the same time, I probably would not be up this amount. I would not be up that amount. Traded 722 MNQs. Average trade $4.87. We were in the average trade 4 minutes, 637 on the average winners, 981 on the average losers. That's a little backwards, but we're still good. Max winner 55, max loser 19. So we are over 2-1 there. Consecutives, this is not really all that important to me. It's not really all that important, but we'll come on down, look at the trades for today. Again, I am a scalper. I just have to. My name is LMD and I'm a scalper. Go to Scalpers Anonymous. These here were basically flat trades. I took them on my way out the door this morning. I didn't want to sit in them. Basically made $1 off of them. This is where we kind of, took one more, made decent on that one, 4 o'clock, made decent money. And then got home. This is where I really started kind of stepping on it and making some money. Nice little trades right there at 12 o'clock. Took some more at 2 o'clock. $6 a contract. You add them up, over 10 of them. That's $60. You keep on going though. We were hammered in. Oh, how many was I in? Good Lord. That's why I said I need to quit. I was in a ton of them right then. That's when I say I'm kind of averaging in too, because if you look at the times, I was kind of averaging my way in, just adding. Right there, that's the last trade that we just took, 237. It's now 309. This one here turned out, this would have been a good trade. But again, once I got green, I would move my trail stop. I'm not trying to give back none of this 90-10 money that I'm making. But that's where we're at. I did make I made a spreadsheet that I'm gonna kind of show right here that will show how I think this payout is going to work. We'll know once I click the request payout button. But right now, balance 35.49. Threshold is 2,600. I'm gonna request $2,300. I'm gonna request the entire payout. I'm over the threshold by $949. So that is a 90-10 split. That's what Profitrade is going to get to keep. That's what I'm going to get to keep. So by me taking $949, that leaves $1,351 that they have to pay me out of the threshold. They pay that at a 50% rate. They're going to keep $675.50. They're going to pay me $675.50. That's going to leave me with the remaining balance of $12.49. That's good. So I have $1,249 in drawdown. I could work with that. Profitrade's going to keep $770. They're going to pay me $15.29.60. If my numbers are right, and I love Excel because I love formulas. I'm good with formulas. If these formulas are right, that's what it's going to do. And then the next time I get a payout, I'll just plug in the new numbers, because I'll slow down and try to slowly build that back up. I really just need to make $1,400. That will give me to be able to take another payout. But let's take a look at some of these trades real quick, and then I will request that payout. I don't want to do it right now because I don't know if it's going to affect the numbers or when I go to look at the trades. So I'm gonna bring this over to right there. We'll go ahead, take a look at TOS. I'm gonna blow up the 1 minute chart, try to make it a little easier on the eyes. I did notice also that my camera can get in the way sometimes. So I'll turn that off, and we'll go ahead and kind of look at these, look at a couple of the trades. I think I may only took like 6 or 7 trades total today, but looks like I take a lot of trades. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this first one. First one says that I got in at 355. That's that candle right there. This was a short. I'm in at 807.37, 807.37. So, booyah. I like that. I like that. That's pretty doggone good. I get out in the next candle and I'm out at 806. I was only in this thing for 1 freaking point. I'll drop it right there. Look at all of that I left on the table, y'all. What happened? This thing, I got in, this thing come over, wooka, 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 just kind of working its way down, and I moved my stop and it wicked me, and then it kept on going. So I stopped out of that one. I jumped back in. A couple of candles later, 57. So no, same candle. Jump back in this same candle, and again, move my stop. I won't say I'm trading with fear, but when I go green, I don't want to give back anything. So that's how that happened. And then let's take a look at the 4 o'clock one. This was a long position at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, I got in at 791. And this was a banger trade. 791. I'm getting in right there off of that wick. Do you know why? People that know me, especially like if Evan Marksman Trading is watching, he'll know why I took that one. That green line is previous day's high. I'm playing this to bounce off of previous day's high. It did just that. I got out of this trade 402. And I got out at 796. Let's see where 796. Oh man, I just be got out right there. Quick little bounce. Again, trail stop in place. And wicked me out. Could have went bar by bar and got in, put my stop right here. That would have locked in a little profit. Next candle would have closed. I could have put my stop right there. Next candle closed. I could have put my stop right there, and I would have got wicked out right here. I would, or not even wicked out. I just would have got stopped out right there. Only thing I was expecting this to do was come up to VWAP. It had to get through these moving averages. Things that can affect the trade. Things that can affect the trade. Let's come on over. Let's look at those trades that we took at 12.16 real quick. See, the market just kind of moved on around. Now, this orange line, I put this on my chart, I believe yesterday evening. This is a hourly. This is an hourly. level. So when I said I didn't really mark my chart up, I didn't. I'm just was using those old levels. Let's take a look at this one. 1216. Where's 1216 at? Right there. Booyah. 1216. We're getting in this one 631. 631. We'll drop the arrow right there. So price, let's back it out a little bit. Over here at 10 something. This thing made a nice move up. Kind of rejected the midline for the hourly. Got above it. Didn't even come back and retest. Set a higher low. Came up. Then it comes back down, retests, breaks it, and then comes back up, and it makes this move all the way back up to the top. This was the trade right there. That would have been the banger trade. I didn't catch that one. So I had to let this come down. It came down. It broke the 200 SMA. Came back up. I didn't want to get in on this candle. Pushed down. Once it kind of showed that it was heavy, I was in it to win it. So got in right there. Wow, y'all. I got out of this one in the same bloody candle. I got in this trade at 12:16 and 41 seconds. I got out 12:16 and 57 seconds. And I got out at 6:24. So basically at the bottom of that candle, this thing came back up, pushed down a little bit more. Back up, push down a little bit more. And these are not in order. Oh, they are. That's 209, not 1209. So that was first one. Again, left a good little pretty penny on the table. But like I said, I'm just trying to pad this account. Do I want to stay in that and take a chance on this boop, boop, boop and doing one of those numbers? So I just was like, man, let me lock this money in. Let's come on over. Let's look at the next one we took at 12 or at 208. Might already have that one marked. Nope, that's a different arrow. Let's see, did I take a trade at that time? 205? Nope, I did not. So 208, 208. Where's 208? That's 208 right there. 571 entry. 571 entry. I'll delete that arrow. Getting in right there. Getting in right there. Again, hourly level. Came back up, retested, broke back below it. Didn't really want to try to catch this flushing candle. This one pushed down. I got in on the next one that broke. And this is where I say I kind of average in, because I kind of just averaged into this candle as it was working back up, and then it made the move down. I got out at 210, got out in this candle right here, 67. So that little push down, but again, I was adding to my position right here. So if I'd have just took one NQ right there, I'm already in 10. And it doesn't allow me to kind of add because I got faith in the trade. So if it wants to come back up, just giving me a little better buying power. And then it made the move, kind of just chopped around, and then whammo, took off. So that was that trade. And then the last trade, 237. This one here, got in at 237. Man, I was in and out these bad boys, y'all. Literally in and out. 237. This was a good trade too. I remember this one. 237. I'm in at 590. So I'm in as it's breaking the high of that candle. Now, if I was trading how I was supposed to be trading, let's highlight that candle. That candle is 9.75. That's a 10-point stop. That's a 10-point stop. One NQ, that's $200. One MNQ, that's $20. And then I just let my stop stay right there and let this trade work. My target was up here, 200 SMA, blazed right through it. But ended up getting my stop in place, trail stopping it. All right, sorry about that. Had a call come in, but yeah, trail stopped it out, got trailed out, y'all. This thing just kind of pulled back a little bit. I almost re-entered right there. That's the perfect entry. Let's highlight that candle now. That one's 8.5 range. Still give it 10 points. Woof, perfect move, never looks back. That was the perfect entry. But again, I'm good. I'm good. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take this payout request. So I'm going to bring it back on over. Like I said, we're going to go and do it. Payout request. We are going to keep it at the max. That's the maximum that I can withdraw. It's one thing I don't too much care for Profitrade, but I guess it kind of keeps you to where you can keep some money on the books with them. But we're going to keep it at 2,300. Same thing like I stated, 90% until 949. So they'll keep $95 of that, basically 10%, and then 50% on anything to make up that difference. Boom. Done deal. Payout under review. So let's see what's going to happen. And that's going to be it, y'all. Stuck for words there for a minute. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, now would be an excellent time to do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Like I said, I do read the comments, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. I just enjoy the conversation. If you caught my video yesterday, one thing that I found that was quite interesting with futures closes at 5 o'clock. The closer it got to 6 o'clock, the bid and the ask would move. And I had put some lines on my chart, some levels, and I'm like, I want to see it get over this point. The bid ask was right there. And sure enough, when the market opened, it was gapped up to that point. So I found that very, very interesting. Any of y'all pay attention to that? If y'all trade that 6 p.m. open, have y'all noticed that the price will be at one point and you'll have some buyers and some sellers sitting at a level ready to go ahead and put their orders in? I know Spark was saying that it was like something that Top Step was dealing with traders doing that. So fairly interesting. I'll be checking that again today. I won't be able to take a trade in this account, but I do got a Top Step account that I may fire up now. I do better when I'm trading out of one account, focusing on one account. So while this one is in limbo, I'll trade the Top Step account. On that note, I'm up out of here. Peace.